How to survive in a foreign prison. There are 195 countries in the world. In 60 of them, you'll survive prison. In the rest, you'll need this video. Let's start here. You get off the plane after a long and painful flight. Your only wish is to get to the hotel, take a long bath, and have a good night's sleep. Not this time. Your welcome committee consists of a group of stern, uniformed men ready to escort you to the local prison. Packing your own suitcase suddenly seems like a much better idea in hindsight. Now what? Here's the recipe for surviving your own version of Midnight Express. Wait for the finale rule. Don't take shortcuts. Drug smugglers get hanged, right? In some cases, yes. Turkey, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Iran, and Algeria. But many countries impose unconditional prison sentences ranging from 7 years to life, in the literal sense. Unfortunately, there's very little anyone can do for you if you're caught with drugs. Abroad, you can't expect to get a phone call home, so your best option is to stay quiet and follow the instructions you're given. If someone back home knows your planned return date, chances are they'll report you missing to the embassy. But don't count on timing to save you. Some prisons won't even list you as in custody. To the outside world, you've simply vanished. So your only real chance is you. This isn't fear-mongering, it's preparation. Because what happens in the first 24 hours often decides what happens in the next 2,000. Your brain is the way out. You get to know the finale rule at the end, but the finale rule is actually the first rule if you ever want to get back home. Contact the embassy. The first thing you should do is try to contact the embassy you belong in the country you're in. They are not superheroes, but they are your only thread to home. If you can get one message through, make it count. Say where you are, say your name, then wait. Silence may follow. Days, weeks. And this is why you need to hear the finale rule. If the message gets through, it can shift everything. What can an embassy representative help you with? As long as they know where you are, they can visit you in prison. They can give you a list of local lawyers, but they cannot guarantee their quality, meaning you might end up with a shady or incompetent lawyer if you're unlucky. The embassy can also inform your family, and they can ensure that your rights are respected by local authorities based on local laws, which may differ greatly from what you're used to. They are not there to rescue you. They are there to witness, document, pressure in the gentlest way the law allows. Sometimes that's enough to save you from a beating. Sometimes it just saves you from being forgotten. But don't mistake their presence for protection. They are observers, not shields. What can't the embassy help you with? They can't demand your release or have you sent home. They also can't represent you in court or provide legal counsel. They can't pay fines or legal expenses. And they can't fix what you did. If you're hoping for a cavalry charge led by someone in a suit with a briefcase and a diplomatic passport, you've watched too many movies. Foreign justice is not fair, it's not forgiving, it's not fast. Money and cigarettes. Once you're locked up, money and cigarettes are the best things you can offer. They can get you almost anything, from better food to protection and sex. Used as bribes, they might even get you released. Inside prison, money isn't paper, it's language, it's access. Cigarettes aren't for smoking, they're for currency. They are your wallet, your shield, your leverage. And if you're out of either, learn to trade something else. Skills, information, quietness. In a world of scarcity, your value becomes what you can provide, not what you used to be. Learn the language and get to know your fellow inmates. If you're in for a longer stay, learn local customs, language, and culture. Then use that knowledge for what it's worth. You don't need to be fluent. You just need to understand what the guards shout before they hit someone, and what your cellmate mumbles in his sleep. Culture is protection, language is camouflage. If you can blend in, you'll last longer. And every word you learn is a signal. I'm paying attention. And in prison, attention might just save your life. Be discreet. The last thing you need is for the guards to see you as a threat. If you want a beating or to spend weeks naked in solitary, go ahead and act like an idiot. If you're smart, follow the rules and don't stand out from the striped crowd. No jokes, no sudden moves, no loud complaints. If you're in a foreign prison, your life isn't about identity. It's about invisibility. Blend in, listen, wait. Because survival isn't about being strong. It's about being underestimated. Long enough to get out. Final rule, don't hope, plan. Hope is a luxury. Plans are currency. Keep a schedule, count the days, not because time matters, but because rhythm does. Why planning and schedule matter more than hope. Your worst enemy in prison isn't the guards. It's your own mind. And when time becomes meaningless, your thoughts turn dangerous. A schedule is not about productivity. It's about protecting your sanity. When your days blur into each other, you lose track of who you are, what you want, why you should even keep trying. That's why routines are essential. Morning push-ups, midday silence, evening breathing, meals at the same time, mental check-ins, anything that creates rhythm. Because your brain is a pattern-seeking machine. If it doesn't find a pattern, it starts creating chaos. Planning isn't optimism, it's structure. And structure is how humans survive long stretches of powerlessness. No one can take your inner clock. As long as you keep it ticking, you're still in control. Even inside a concrete cell, you're still a system. And systems survive better than emotions. No one is coming to save you. But if you follow these steps, you might not need saving. You'll walk out when it's time, scarred, quiet, but whole. And the people who meet you at the airport, they'll never understand how close it was.